Hey, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? My name is Doodles. Now, last night was the Xbox press conference from E3 2017, and wow. That's all I can really say about it. Wow. I said in my previous video about EA's press conference, the very first press conference from E3 2017, that it was that good that they may have won E3 already, but Xbox took the bar that EA set and they rose it a lot. They have risen that bar so much that I have no idea whether any other company can top it, and if they do, then this could potentially be the best E3 of all time, or at least in a long time. So Xbox revealed, I think it was 42 new games at this press conference, with I think 22 of them being exclusives. It was around that figure, give or take, I can't remember off the top of my head. And that was a lot of games. I've got to say, a good majority of them, in my opinion, are worth buying for sure. There were some fantastic titles, but I think rather than the games taking the centre stage in this presentation, it was the hardware, because Project Scorpio has now officially been named with a release date and a price point, and the Xbox Project Scorpio is now going to be called the Xbox One X. Sounds like a bit of a weird name, the Xbox One X, but it's finally here. It's finally got a name. We finally know what it's going to look like, and it is beautiful. The Xbox One X will run at native 4K at 60 frames a second, and that is absolutely fantastic. There was a lot of rumours that it was going to run at 4K, but people thought it was going to basically be an upscale 1080p to 4K, but this is actually going to be running at true 4K definition, which is absolutely awesome. And the fact that 60 frames a second just is the icing on the cake. And in addition to that, the main event, I know with the EA one, like Battlefront was the main event, but with this, it was the fact that they are going to start doing backwards compatibility for the original Xbox console, the one that came out in the early 2000s, the console that saw and brought the likes of Halo, Knights of the Old Republic, amongst many other fantastic games. That console is now getting backwards compatibility and will now be playable on the Xbox One. And no idea yet whether the game discs from the original Xbox can be used like they can on the 360 backwards compatible games, or whether it's all going to be digital. But it's going to be great to be able to potentially go back and play through some of these old games again, especially if they get upscaled. I imagine they're going to get upscaled because obviously they're in standard definition. So if they can get upscaled even to 1080p or hopefully 4K with the One X, then that would be absolutely fantastic. Imagine being able to play Knights of the Old Republic in an upscaled 1080p or 4K resolution. That is going to be glorious. There's nothing else to say about that. That is going to be absolutely worth buying again, and I am super looking forward to it. In fact, I am super duper, which was one of the terms for the press conference. Minecraft was revealed that they are going to get an Xbox One X 4K version of it. They're going to be upscaling it to 4K. It's going to be pretty much all the games. A lot of the games that were revealed last night are going to have 4K enhancements shipping with them. You buy the one game. It's not going to be a new console with the fact that it's going to have its own set of games. You'll buy the Xbox One game so you can play it on any console in the Xbox One family. However, if you play it on the Xbox One X, the enhancements will be installed too, and it will play in 4K resolution, 60 frames a second. Whatever the enhancements are going to be for the game will get it. But Minecraft is going to get the 4K treatment. I've got to say, I think they made a big deal out of that, which I don't think they should have. 4K Minecraft, it doesn't really need the 4K treatment. However, that wasn't the good part of the Minecraft trailer, because they have announced that they are doing a thing called crossplay, which means that Minecraft will now be playable on any device amongst anyone. So I think the theory of it is going to be that you could be on your Xbox One playing it, and you could also be playing with someone that is playing on PC or mobile or any other platform that it is on. It's all going to be cross-play, which is pretty revolutionary, I think. And it happens with the odd game here and there, but I don't know if any game has truly went cross-play at the extent that literally any platform the game is on, it can be played with other players on any other platform. And hopefully this is something that Minecraft are able to pull off well. I think they'll be able to succeed at it because the game is pretty much the same across the board, whether you play in the mobile version or the console version or the PC version, etc. I think they're all pretty much the same. So hopefully this will be the first sign of us getting more cross-play games in the future. Obviously, Microsoft is starting to try and do it, I think, with the Xbox and PC. I think I'm not 100% sure. I know it has happened in the past with certain games, but it'd be awesome to maybe in the future start getting games where you can play them on the Xbox, the PS4, the PC, Nintendo Switch, Any console that you are playing on, you can play with other players on any other console or platform. That would be absolutely fantastic. And like I said, hopefully this is the first sign of things to come. But in addition to Minecraft, there was a whole host of new games announced. I've got a little list here. Not all of them, I don't think, but I've got a list of some of the ones that excited me. Forza 7 was announced as being the sort of the main flagship launch title for the Xbox One X. The one that's going to sort of showcase the game. Forza Motorsport 7 is going to play in 4K 60 frames a second, and it is also going to have the brand new 2018 Porsche 911, which has never been revealed to the public, but yet they revealed the car itself on stage at the press conference last night, and that car was absolutely stunning. The game looked absolutely stunning too. Definitely a highlight. It definitely shows the capability of what the Xbox One Xbox One X is going to be able to do from day one, and it looked absolutely stunning. Some other great games. PlayerUnknown's Battleground. It's a very popular PC game with over 3 million players, I believe it was on PC. That is coming to Xbox One, an exclusive console version. I don't believe it's going to be coming to PS4 or Switch, just the Xbox One, and it's also going to be in 4K. The game looks pretty damn cool. I've never played it. It looks cool, and hopefully it does really well on the Xbox One. State of Decay 2 is coming out, the sequel to the zombie game State of Decay. I think zombie games starting to run the course. I think now you've got to have something very, very special in order to have a really good zombie game. It's been done to death since the mid-2000s. Zombie games have been the rage, and it's starting to die off now. And obviously a few franchises, a few IPs are still clinging on to it. And the game looks alright. I'd say that graphically it looked more like a last generation, maybe even the generation before game. It looked good, but not 4K Xbox One X. But the graphics aren't everything. The gameplay is what is important, so hopefully that game will be good. It looked good, but I'm not entirely sure about it yet. I have to see more as time progresses with it. Another great one was Rare's Sea of Thieves. There was a 9-minute gameplay walkthrough trailer, which they completed a section of the game. And I've got to say, the game looks pretty damn sweet. It looks like it plays really well. It looks very smooth. Graphically, it looks fine. And I did put out a tweet saying that Sea of Thieves is either going to be a masterpiece or a flop, but it's Rare making the game. It's probably going to be a masterpiece. Rare tend to hit the nail on the head. Obviously with the Banjo-Kazooie, Donkey Kong, all the things they've made over the years, they all seem to put out pretty damn decent games, and I think Sea of Thieves is going to be no exception. I think that's going to be one of the highlights of the games that are coming out of E3 2017. I think that will be a game that will be loved by many, and it's definitely an 8 or 9 out of 10 for sure. One thing that actually got me as well was the announcement of Super Lucky's Tale. On screen, they showed a camera that was like pointing from the stage through the crowd, and this orange fox-looking or squirrel-looking creature started appearing on the screen, and I instantly thought, oh my, Conkers is coming back. A new Conkers game is coming out, and I got so excited for it, but it turns out it wasn't. However, it was Super Lucky Tales, and that game looked sweet as. It looks very, very fun. You don't get very many non-violent, sort of kid-friendly games on non-Nintendo consoles. Just nice sort of platforming type of games that you can just relax and just have a good time play. Nothing too sort of over the top, just a very nice Mario, Sonic-y type of game. You don't see many of them on non-Nintendo consoles, and I think it's going to be a nice relaxing change, a nice change of pace from most of the games that we see on modern consoles, especially with the Xbox One and PS4, and I am really, really looking forward to it. Crackdown 3 was another big reveal. Terry Crews is going to be in the game. He was the main focus point of the trailer. And the game looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I like the art style. I like the gameplay of it. Everything that was shown in the trailer looked absolutely on point. I've never really played Crackdown. I've played them on and off, but not really. But Crackdown 3 ticked all of the boxes for me, and definitely something that I'm going to be checking out. Another one was, I've got a list here. I'm trying to think of what another good game was. Assassin's Creed was announced. A new Assassin's Creed, which... We've had so many Assassin's Creed games now. It's always the same. That's the problem. The game is pretty much the same game in a new setting with new graphics, but essentially it's going to be the same game, the same gameplay, the same mechanics, the same story type of thing. I think it needs a break. We pretty much get a new Assassin's Creed game on a yearly basis now, and I think it's about time that the series takes a step back. Maybe even just reinvent itself over time, but I think it needs to do something, because with every Assassin's Creed game that comes out, my interest drops a little bit more. I played 1 and 2, fantastic games. I didn't play 3. I own 3. I don't believe I ever played it. I played Black Flag. I played that other one, Unity, I think it was. I played that a bit. I played Revelations. I played Brotherhood. Wasn't really into them. Never have dabbled in the odd one here and there since. But since 2, I don't think I've ever actually finished one. Because it's a bit same mode. You can only play so much of the same game before it starts getting boring. Unfortunately, it's basically just Assassin's Creed, the same game, new location. I think it's about time it takes a step back, reinvents itself if they want to keep the franchise going, and maybe mix things up a bit. But that got announced. Another fantastic game was Dragon Ball Fighter Z, a brand new Dragon Ball fighting game, and that looked absolutely stunning. That looked amazing. When I saw that, I was so hyped for it. It looked absolutely fantastic. Graphically, it looked amazing. The gameplay looked smooth. It looked intense. It looked like exactly what a Dragon Ball Z game should be. And definitely one of the highlights of the press conference for me. It's not even a Microsoft game, but that was definitely one of the highlights for me. And that is a game I'm going to be keeping my eye on, and one that I cannot wait to check out when the game is finally released. Life is Strange, a sequel to Life is Strange, called Before the Storm. It could be a prequel, actually. I think it's Before the Storm. Anyway, Life is Strange, a new game is coming out soon, and that game looked absolutely awesome. The art style looked great. I've never played Life is Strange. I've always wanted to, never have. And that definitely piqued my interest, and definitely something to be checking out in the future. A new Metro game was announced, Metro Exodus. They showed a 5-minute gameplay trailer of it, and yeah, it looked absolutely sweet. As graphically, it looked amazing. The gameplay looked good. It looked smooth. They took you through a little section of the game. It all seemed to play very well. Nothing bad to say about that at all. I think that's definitely going to be another highlight from E3 2017. One that's probably going to be getting 8 or 9 out of 10 in terms of review scores. And one that I can see a lot of people playing, a lot of people being hyped about, and one that I would definitely be keeping an eye on as it gets closer to the launch. I think that's about it. I think there was a lot of games. I'm not going to talk about all of them, talk about the main ones. Actually, no. Anthem. On the E3 press conference, they showed a teaser trailer for a brand new IP from BioWare called Anthem. And at the Xbox press conference, we finally got the gameplay reveal, and it looked sweet as. Boogie made a joke tweet that said he knows where all the competent developers from BioWare were when the new Mass Effect game was being made. They were all making Anthem. And although I thought that was a little bit of a cheap shot against BioWare, I know that he's only joking around, but I think it's pretty much true. You can just tell that they have put their heart and soul into this game. And I think this is going to be one of the next big breakout IPs. I think this is going to do very, very well. I think it's going to sell well. I think it's going to get a very high review score. And I can definitely see this being somewhere we're going to get Anthem 2, Anthem 3. I think it's going to be a new IP that we're going to see a lot more. This is going to be the next big shooting franchise. And yeah, it looks sweet. It's definitely going to be a day one purchase for me. And like I said, that was only a small part of what was revealed at E3 Xbox press conference. I think there was 42 games in total. I can't talk about them all will be there forever. But the highlight, obviously, the Xbox One X was officially revealed. It's going to have a $499 price point. OG Xbox Backwards Compatibility. So excited for that. Cannot wait to play some old retro Xbox One, Xbox original. I can't call them Xbox One. Xbox original games. When that finally happens. Dragon Ball Fighter Z looks sweet. Metro, Anthem. Crackdown 3, Super Lucky's Tale, Sea of Thieves, State of Decay, Players Unknown, Forza, Motorsport 7, they all looked absolutely awesome. Just reading the little list there, all looked absolutely awesome. Some great games came out of that, and I don't know if anyone's going to be able to top this press conference, and if they do, then they deserve to win E3 2017. Microsoft has set the bar so high. I hope someone can exceed that, because if they do, that is mean that we're going to get some fantastic games, and this is going to be one hell of a year for E3 and for gamers worldwide. And I'm so excited to see what happens over the coming days as we get closer to the end of E3, as we sort of get right into it. We've got Sony's press conference coming up, we've got Nintendo's, we've got different developers, we've got Ubisoft, we've got all sorts of things going on, we've got loads of games to be announced, and if anyone exceeds the bar Microsoft has set, then damn, this is going to be one hell of a year, and I cannot wait to see what else is announced at this press conference. But let me know what you think of the Xbox press conference. Did you watch it live? I watched it live. I live tweeted it. It was so much fun. I was so hyped about a lot of things. Definitely worth watching. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. Skip through it. Check out some of the trailers. and it was definitely one hell of a couple of hours of presentation. But let me know what you think of this video down below in the comment section. I clusterfucked my way through it once again, but there's so much information, there's so many trailers, it's so hard to sort of keep everything in my mind, try and think of everything I need to say. Tried my best, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit a subscribe button. My name is Doodles, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.